Trust me, I've gained 30 pounds. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tamara here with the Mompreneur Plug. And on my channel, I help you grow with real talk and a side of laughter. I'm so glad that you're here with me today, guys. We're going to jump right into it. So, as you all know, I've been doing these life update videos because there's a lot of you guys who are actually interested in what I have going on, which is mind-blowing to me because what y'all want to know about little old me? But anyway, so I just want to get in and share with you guys some things that's just been going on in my life personally. And then give a shout out to some amazing people, but we'll get into that in just a little bit. So first things first, I just want you all to know that I appreciate all of your prayers, all of the encouragement, all of the love that you guys have shown me over the past month and a half. I have taken time and opened up and have been very transparent and vulnerable on my social media platforms, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and follow me on Facebook. I'm going to put the tags for those accounts here in the video, and I'm also going to drop it in my description. So make sure you check it out. Add me if you haven't already. I share a lot on those platforms as well. However, with the encouragement, with the love that you guys have given me, comes a level of responsibility. And what I mean by that is when I take time to open up, I have to also remember that there are people who are going through the same thing and they reach out as well and want advice and want to see how I'm making it through. And so I have been in prayer about that, about just working on me, because I do understand that this platform is it's a way of ministry, if you will. And I don't look at it that way all the time, but I realize as I continue to grow in this thing and learn in this thing, that there are people who need to hear my story. And so I want to share with you guys briefly just what's been going on with me. These types of videos don't necessarily get thousands of views, but it penetrates in a deeper way that I just can't explain. And the response that I get from videos where I'm opening up and being honest is so much more worth it to me than thousands of views. So I said that to say, it's been a lot going on with me personally. If you can't tell already from my posts and things I talk about, I don't shy away from it. I actually went live. So if you haven't, I'm going to insert the video clip here. Please check out that live because I really do open up about a lot of personal things that I probably wouldn't ever do, but I just felt prompted to do it, so I did it. But I've been dealing very heavily with loneliness and isolation and dealing very heavily with stress. So much so that I have gained about 30 pounds. Now, some of you might be like, okay, you don't really look different to me. Trust me, I've gained 30 pounds. And I ain't talking about 30 pounds here and there. I'm talking about it came in like a mighty Russian wind, okay? And it's heavy. I feel heavy. I feel very heavy. Hey, you got so heavy, baby. Tom. Anyway, y'all know how I do. Very heavy, like to the point where I can't bend down like I normally would to do things. And just in a very transparent, I feel pregnant and I'm not pregnant. Like in the mornings when my feet be extra crusty, I have to get my husband to help me put lotion on because I'm just so full in this area. I'm winded. This is just not me. I'm not used to being this heavy. Okay. And I noticed the last time I got up to about this weight, I was very stressed that time and then got pregnant shortly after, and I was humongous. I'm going to insert some pictures here. I just want y'all to see. Okay, huge, a whale. And people are like, oh, don't talk about yourself like that. You were beautiful. I'm not saying I wasn't beautiful. I'm just saying I was huge. There's a difference. So with that being said, I have mentioned on my channel before that Cody and I do want to expand our family. And I just really don't feel comfortable going into another pregnancy this big. My last pregnancy with Carson was terrible. I was miserable the entire pregnancy. And so I do not want to go into another pregnancy like that. But I also know that, God's timing is everything, and I'm not trying to overrule what He sets for our family, but I also want to be a healthier mother during this pregnancy and just healthier mentally. And with all the stress that's going on, a lot of people would say, well, you got a YouTube channel, you got thousands of subscribers, and you got your own business, and you're an entrepreneur. I know people out here make this life look lavish. It is not. Is it a blessing to be able to be my own boss? Certainly. Is it a blessing that I get to wake up, go to work, and I don't have to answer to anybody? Certainly. But it's still stressful. It is still a lot, and I'm still learning. I don't have anyone that's doing what I'm doing. The business that I run, there's nobody that I can reach out to, nobody in the city, nobody even that I've even heard of that's doing what I'm doing. And so I don't really have many resources. I'm literally just depending on God and my community. And the enemy has really done his best to isolate me from my community, because all I've done is question my relationships with people. Are you really my friend? Do you really support me? Do you really love me? And my way of feeling loved is quality time and acts of service. Well, those are the very areas in which my relationships with people have been attacked. Because when I've been asking for support, I don't get it like I think I should. And when I want to see somebody or feel like I want to spend time with somebody, they're not available. And so the very two areas where I receive love, I've been attacked in those areas. And I keep asking myself, why do you care so much? And I used to feel bad about it. I used to feel bad about caring so much. But I had to realize this is just who I am. And I love people and I care. And there's nothing wrong with that. Where I went wrong was, and y'all, if y'all hear music in the background, y'all know I got kids. I try to film when they sleep or when they gone, but the way this Delta variant is out here being disrespectful, they're going to be in the house. So you're going to hear them in the background. We're going to do our best to bleep it out. But it is what it is. So I'm putting that disclaimer out there before one of them come popping up in here like they always do. But I'm not going to stop loving people. I'm not going to stop being who I am because I don't feel like people are accepting me of that. I just have to walk in that. And the problem with it a lot of times was the fact that I depended on it for my own personal mental health. So when I was struggling with stress and anxiety and loneliness and depression, I depended on people's company to help heal me, but I had to go to God for that. And so it's almost like I feel like I'm going through this test again to see, like, are you really healed? And I'm seeing that I'm really not. So I've learned a lot. I've come a long way, but I still have a lot of healing that needs to take place. And I got to stop blaming other people for my own personal issues that I got to work out. So yeah, that's just where I am. I really struggle with the weight loss because one thing about me, discipline is not an issue. I can stop eating meat quickly. Discipline is something I don't struggle with. However, what I struggle with is when I get really stressed, I just eat. I'm an emotional eater. And when I have anxiety, I don't eat. So I haven't really been anxious. I've been stressed. And if you know me in my previous videos, I've talked about having a lot of anxiety. I still have anxiety that I deal with on a regular basis, but through counseling and through prayer, I have really learned how to maneuver through it. The stress, baby, that's what's been getting me. And so I struggle with, I had a long day. I'm just going to go get some donuts because I want something sweet, something that's going to make me feel good, right? And in this loneliness, normally a conversation will make me feel good, but to be completely honest, I don't even want to talk about it no more. I don't even want to have a conversation about it no more. I'm just over it. I was in counseling yesterday and my counselor asked, well, do you want to talk about a specific incident that was causing stress for me? And I said, honestly, no, I'm tired of talking about it. And so we moved on to something else. But I said all that to say, I'm so grateful for my community here on YouTube. I'm so grateful for those who have reached out to me on Instagram, those who have emailed. You have no idea how much that means to me. And a lot of times people tell you it's the strangers, the people that don't know you personally, that care and pray and reach out, and it means a lot. And it's not to shade people in my circle, my family members. It's not to shade them or make them look bad. I'm just saying it's people that don't know you that really go hard for you. And so I set up to say, I don't physically know all of you, but I feel like I've grown a family with you all, and that means a lot to me. And speaking of family, that brings up my next point. My next point is, I've mentioned this time and time again, but I really want to start pushing this. Actually, Cody was talking to me. If you don't know who Cody is, if this is your first time, Cody is my husband. I don't know why I'm talking with my hands like this, but Cody was like, babe, you really need to push Patreon more because you're doing some great things on there and people need to be a part of this. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to like make people feel like they have to do it. It's like, it's not about that. Just tell them what you guys are doing. And so, like I was saying, speaking of family, I have 16 people that are actively a part of my Patreon. So let me take this time. I don't know if you guys remembered, but I stated when I first started Patreon that I was going to shout out the first 15 members to join me on the Neckbone crew, Neckbone gang. So without further ado, let me introduce to you some of my favorite people who have become a part of my family, being a part of Patreon. And we're going to actually introduce 16 people. We have Shayna Harrell, Hope Johnson, Rhonda Craven, Miss Shapril, Beyond Measure, YouTube, Latrania Talbert, Doris Parker, Daphne, Davita, Riri Carter, Robert Carter, Emma McCoy, Corey Gaffey, Lynette, Cosetta. I'm so excited that you guys joined us, and I was going to definitely shout you out on this video because without you guys, I would not have the Patreon, and I would not be able to do the things that I do and continue to support and grow on my channel without you guys supporting me first. So thank you so much. And if you're saying Patreon, what is that? It's just a simple membership. It's a $12 fee a month. You join Patreon. We call ourselves the Neckbone Gang. Actually, one of my subscribers coined that term. I can't remember their name, but I remember they dropped it in a live one time and it just stuck. So shout out to you. Comment below if it was you because I can't remember. I think I remember, but I don't remember the name exactly. But we call ourselves the Neckbone Gang, and we have become a family. Just a couple of weeks ago, it was about 5 of us that got on a Zoom call, 6 of us that got on a Zoom call, and I was having a rough day. I got on the call, we talked, and there was tears that were shed. People were encouraging one another. We got revelation off of different things. We talked about some deep things. And it was just mind blowing. And that's when I knew, I was like, I got to tell more people about this because to know that we can get on a call and talk and help each other through things, that meant something to me. And of course, Miss Jenkins appears often on the Zoom calls. Miss Brown has appeared on some of the Zoom calls. So you get to get on, but why should you join Patreon? You should join Patreon because you get access to me on a level that you don't get on this channel. You get personal Zoom calls with me. We sit down, we talk. You get to talk back to me. It's not like how it is on the lives. I actually get to interact with you. You get to interact with the characters. I do come on the Zoom calls as Miss Jenkins often, and they love it, and we have a ball. Also, you get 15% off any merchandise I have. So for those of you who are interested in a Miss Jenkins t-shirt or, some of my mompreneur t-shirts, they're 15% off if you join the Patreon. As well as I give you guys a heads up. So when I know a video is going to be dropping soon, I'll message you guys and let you guys know in the Patreon. And I will also do some behind the scenes shots. I actually did some today before I recorded a video with Miss Jenkins. And so a lot of times I just get on there and just show them my setup, what I'm doing. And so on Patreon, they have a heads up on what's going on. We actually have something new that we're going to launch. It's something I haven't talked about yet, but it's going to be some specific content that Ms. Jenkins is doing that's going to only be on the Patreon page. So we'll let you know more about that later. But anyway, I said all that to say I would love for you guys to join. I would love for you to be a part. I would love for you to just be a part of the family and see what we're doing on there. If you cannot understand, a lot of people have expressed, I really want to, but I can't right now. But if you have an extra $12 and you want to support my channel in that way, I would love for you to join Patreon. I'm going to drop that down here below here on the video here, but I'm also going to drop the link. Click on it, join it, and I promise you, you won't regret it. We have a great time on it. So I'm really glad that you guys took the time to watch all the way through this video. If you watch through the end, that means a lot to me. Kudos to you. I know, everybody don't just have 15 minutes just to sit around and watch videos, but those of you who are interested in who I am and what I have going on, these life update videos will be dropping every so often. I'm going to try to do one at least once a month just to let you guys know what's going on with me. Continue to pray for me. Continue to pray for this channel, this platform, and my family. I appreciate you guys so much. And I'll see you in the next video.